What's going on, everybody? It's your boy EW here for some more Pokemon Diamond. Couple of things I have to talk about. Oh, never mind. There's an odd spaceman in front of the ruins. There isn't anything there, but that only seemed to make him get angry. He's saying he will blow the town up with a bomb. The nerve of it all. If only I were younger, I'd punish that spaceman with my Pokemon. Alright, oh, okay, I had my fucking fingers on the wrong keys. So, first of all, I understand how horribly Diamond is lagging. It's not by choice. I genuinely love playing this game. It's just, you know, a combination of all of our personal lives being very busy and hectic, and also a combination of us being backtracked on videos. We ended up recording a lot more videos than what we can actually edit and put out for you guys. So we're trying to take this time to sit down and organize ourselves. Brandon just by himself has like 5 videos that he's needed to edit for a few months now. If that's any indication of how far we've put ourselves behind on this whole thing, which happens a couple of times. Secondly, I understand that the mic quality is not going to be very good for this. I'm actually using my earphone mics because I am away on medical leave for 7 days, and I did not bring my regular microphone with me. So that's the thing. I also don't know how many episodes I can actually record for you guys, because for whatever reasons, since being on medical leave, my laptop has been draining incredibly fast, which is all sorts of annoying. Last but not least, I have leveled up the whole team, including our new team member, which is Magmortar. So everybody is level 36, with the exception of our starter, Staraptor, who is level 38. That is more or less everything that I have to fill you guys in on. So,
this town is insignificant. There's nothing of value here. It doesn't need to exist, so I'll blow it up with a galactic bomb. If you try to mess with me, I'll shut you down with a Pokemon battle. So what's it gonna be? Are you gonna mess with me?
fuck yeah.
You dare to oppose Team Galactic? That means you're taking on the world. No, the universe even.
Why don't you just blow me up with everything else, if you're gonna use a bomb anyways? Like, why would you give me the opportunity to shut you down like this, and then you just walk away and say, ah, fuck it,
Whatever.
like, that's not, you're not as smart as the grunt that we encountered at the lake. You are definitely not nearly that much of an intellectual. That sucks. Eee. Alright, so Sucker Punch has like no PP left. Yeah. Alright, time to Brave Bird this hoe. There we go. One shot. And on to the next Pokemon. You only have 2, so it's whatever, and I don't have to fight anybody else. Another thing that has slipped my mind that I need to mention is these episodes will unfortunately get slower because, wait, let me adjust this. I know this is unprofessional as hell. Because I lost control of my speed up button, and I honestly, it's not toggling the same. It seems like it kind of just happens whenever it wants to happen, and it holds for however long it wants to hold. I tried messing around with the settings, and I've tried going through a couple of FAQs and troubleshooting forums, but I couldn't find a successful answer to my problem thus far. So I really apologize if these episodes aren't going by as quickly as you might like them to. There we go. And then I also, since one of my earphones has been blown out, I changed the sound to be mono instead of stereo, which I hope that you guys are generally okay with, because it's going to have to stay that way for a while. Eric examined the ancient cave painting. Mysterious designs cover a whole section of the wall. There are 3 strange things forming a triangle. In the middle of them, a shining sphere. What's this all about? But yeah, I had to change it to mono because it was a really weird experience on my end having only one earphone where I can only hear my Pokemon's cry and half of the sound effects are missing.
The cave painting meaning seems to be this. There existed a being so powerful, was considered a deity of time. Opposing this powerful being were 3 Pokemon. 3 kept balance with the being, as if they formed a triangle. It's an ancient legend of Sinnoh that is still told in Celestic Town. Oh yes, I found something useful. You should take this. It belongs to my granddaughter, but she doesn't use it anymore.
Hell yeah, that's Surf, right? HM3? I'm not feeling very well, as you can see. Which is why I said I'm on a medical leave, but I also really love playing Pokemon and shit, so here I am.
If a Pokemon learns Surf, it can carry you across water and the sea.
We already know who we're gonna teach that to, and now that we did that, we can finally go to Hearthome City and challenge, what's her name? Fontaine? Jesus, we have some nice TMs, holy shit. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and teach Surf to... What? Wait, you're clowning me right now. What? Everybody can learn Surf on my team. No freaking way. Okay. That shit is hilarious. We don't need Power Gym. Power Gym, it's stab, but... Okay, we don't need Rollout if we're being realistic. Rollout's a possibility. What else can we teach? There's no need for Xatu. What about Magnezone, though? Alright, Magnezone... no, I actually don't want to touch that moveset. And Sharkeisha already has 3 really strong water attacks. I doubt any of these are weaker than... Oh, it has 2, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of Dark Void on Sharkeisha because Ozai actually learned Dark Void already. So we already have a Pokemon who can put people to sleep. I would have loved to give Surf to Ozai, but it is what it is. Alright, so the TMs we're missing now are Fly, Waterfall, and Rock Climb. So not bad. We have the majority of the... HMs, excuse me. Also, these episodes are going to get shorter time-wise because of the fact that my laptop drains so quickly now, which is very annoying. That's also why the Minecraft live streams are on hold, more or less, as well as the Naruto live streams. But I want to say on like Wednesday or maybe Thursday, I'm going to get back to the Naruto real quick. There appears to have been an insignificant struggle here. Everyone should step back and view things from a bigger perspective. Yes, a bigger perspective. One that is on a universal scale. My name is Cyrus. I seek the power to create a new world. A world without strife. However, that power seems to be unavailable here. We've met before, yes? It was at Mount Coronet. If you discover any power derived from the legends of Sinnoh, inform me. For that power is what I need to create my new world. Dude, how the fuck am I supposed to inform you? You didn't give me your email. You didn't give me your phone number. You didn't give me your business address, your mailing address. How the fuck am I supposed to contact your stupid ass? Am I supposed to just scream your name into the heavens and then you magically show up like the creeper, low-key, high-key stalker ass that you really is? Like, what the fuck? But, yeah, man. It is currently Friday. I am in this room all by myself, waiting for dinner time, dealing with the sniffles, and I'm wondering how you guys are doing. Can we go? I don't want to take Coronet all the way through, but I guess that's the way to go, huh? And yeah, we have to take Coronet all the way through, because it'll probably be faster instead of dealing with all those trainers again. But before we do, I might just box somebody just so I can pick up a Rock Smasher, because you already know that we're gonna need a Rock Smasher, which I believe was... Where's Shiftry? Jiraiya should already have... No, he doesn't. Wait, so who has Rock Smash? I know the Houndoom or whatever, Houndour, had it. I don't want to automatically go to the dead Pokemon. Okay, I know, I thought I saw it for a second. Alright, nobody has it. So, yeah, there is no box 2. Whoa, wait a minute. Where the fuck is the Houndoom? Here we go. Heaven 4G, that's right. Kevin belongs in heaven. So Houndour has the Rock Smash. Yes, Cerritos, Auto Square. There we go. Alright. So that takes care of that. Wait, no, he's not dead. Man, fuck it. You guys understand. I don't care right now. Okay. And I also got hella medicine and hella repels. So we should be set for a relatively long time. I'm not even gonna bother. Ooh, berries. See, look, we do need Rock Smash. I'm not even gonna bother with going into the houses and looking for items because we gotta get through this as fast as we can before my laptop dies. I messed up, admittedly, because I didn't prepare for this ahead of time. I hadn't saved the game from the last episode, which is another reason why Diamond lagged, because that seems to be a constant issue that I have to deal with. Is this a new route? It just hit me right now. To 11. Yeah, I believe that is a new route. Because... you know what? It's not. We already hit that from the right of... what you call it. Oops, clicked out. We already hit that from the right. That's the only context that y'all need. Okay. So let's go out this way. Avoid all these nobodies. Because I don't mess with nobodies. Escape rope, hell yeah. We might as well teach strength to fucking Houndour as well, right? I'm sure you guys won't have a problem with that. If you do, then, I mean, fuck you, it's my channel. Yo, I'm a different person when I'm sick. It doesn't matter what move I get rid of, you're dead. And I can never use you again. Alright, cool. There we go. So, I don't think... Wait. Do I not have the badge to use strength? Ah, fuck. Don't tell me I have to go all the way around. Ah, fuck. Alright, well, that was a thing that just happened. Why aren't I on my bicycle more often? So I have a bike, right? Which I am very happy with, and I am very excited to get back to using it. Do I hear singing? Okay. I have no idea what that is. Kind of sounds like humming. Kind of sounds like praying. Kind of sounds fucking freaky. I'm gonna be real with y'all, but it is what it is. You know, I'm tired. All right, there we go. Boom, bada, bing, bada. Here we go. Okay. Ah, fuck the fucking ninja. I saw it, but I didn't turn in time. Jesus Christ, I missed the speed up button so bad. But you know what? It's okay. We're gonna be alright. But I was saying, I got a bike, and I'm excited to be riding it again once I get out of here. Getting a leg workout, you know, fulfilling my need for speed, if you can call it that, because it's just a bike cruiser. It's not even all that fast. But I don't know, I have this like set route that I take that I'm really into. So I start off in my building, or in front of my building, and it's like this like cul-de-sac, but it's kind of like it's a one-way street, you know, more or less, that I take. And so I go down past my building onto the next intersection, and then from there, like onto the main road, and I keep heading down. No, that's not what I do.
It is. And then I keep heading down past that first intersection on this main street, and I make a left through through like Little Bangladesh, basically. I can go into Zati for. Through Little Bangladesh, and I ride through there until I get to like closer to the Koreatown side of everything, and I'm basically making this gigantic U until I get back to my apartment. And then from there, once I'm like on the other side of my apartment from where I started originally, I'm back on that same main road. So I take that same main road again, and I bike up to this abandoned car dealership, and I make a right from there. And like, keep in mind that a lot of the part where I said I'm making like this giant U through the neighborhood, keep in mind that a lot of those were uphill, and so like my legs are fucking destroyed by this point, but I need that final push and I need that final adrenaline rush. So I make it down, I'm going through the main road, I might skim through 1 or 2 parking lots on the way up until I get to that abandoned dealership, and then I skirt right, and it's exhilarating because it's a steep downward hill, right? Which is exciting as hell for me, and that is where I get the most of my enjoyment from, like, my bike rides and everything. That wasn't so bad of a fucking travel. I was really making things hard for myself for no reason. So that's part of it. The other part is never knowing when danger is around, because danger is always around somewhere, and that's just how life works. And I make this sharp turn, because cars park on that street on both sides of the sidewalk, you know, on that street all the way down the hill. So I'm turning around, or I'm turning right pretty sharply, and with the cars being parked there, I can't see, and with how steep, you know, the hill is, I can't see what's coming up in the opposite direction. So sometimes I'm heading down and I'm about to hit top speed, and then I see a fucking like minivan charging my way, and I'm like, oh shit, and I have to make that quick decision then and there, whether I skirt left, skirt right, if I'm able to go around it at all, unless it's like for whatever reason in the middle of the road, which has happened before. Or I also have to make the decision of like, okay, decelerate right now, kind of ruin your high, but like obviously be safe and live and shit like that, because that's important for us human beings, is to continue living. But yeah, and so do that, but most of the time, thankfully, there aren't that many cars there, like actually on that little road. Or most of the time when there are cars there, they're going the same way as me, so I just have to watch out for my back. 3 plus 5 plus 7, that's 15. Okay. So yeah, I just have to watch my back and make sure that they're not going fast to where they're not paying attention and could potentially hit me and everything. Which I guess that also requires balance in its own right, to be able to drive forward but pay attention to what's going on behind you, like physically looking back. Because sometimes I can only look so far back, and then I start to lose complete balance and control of the bike. 3 times 13, 39. But yeah, and I'm sorry that I'm not doing the gym trainers. It's just that I'm already at 20% battery, so I kind of, you know, for the sake of content, the first room's answer was 15. For the sake of content, I have to hurry up and get to the gym battle, just so that you guys can see something exciting before the episode ends. Actually, we're not going to use Reptar. Reptar is going to be super useful if this remains a ghost type gym, but we're going to make this Ozai's debut. Oh, finally you have arrived. I don't remember her voice. Since I came to this country, always I try to learn new things. They hold contests in this city. I say to myself, in film, I will excel. That is why I dress this way, just une performance. Also, I study Pokemon very much. I have become to be the gym leader. And, how you say, I will kick you in the croissant?
So, it's very obvious that she's from the Kalos region, since that's literal France. Alright, Shuckle. This could either be a rock gym or a bug gym. I don't know if it goes off of primary typing or not. Either way, we're gonna go with Mach Punch actually, because Blast Burn will leave me open. And I don't like being left open. You know, I don't rock that way. I'm not a sub. Oh shit, Ancient Power. I was gonna do some decent damage. Oh, that was actually shockingly underwhelming. I'm gonna use this as an opportunity to try something. Dark Void. And I'm gonna use this to test my Nature Power, because I think it'll be a normal type move, but I am very unexperienced and unknowledgeable about Nature Power, so please understand my logic here. Tri-Attack. Interesting. A normal battlefield turns it into Tri-Attack. Alright. Now that I've understood that, I appreciate your patience, ladies and gentlemen. And it's time to fuck him up! There we go. I can't do all the voice mannerisms that I usually enjoy to do at this moment, which is very, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. And as I said, Reptar is going to be, so it looks like she's a bug gym leader, which is very interesting. There aren't very many of those. But the bugs have pretty shitty defenses. I think Shuckle might be the highest defense bug that there is, so things are looking pretty juicy for us. I'm going to be reckless because I am that confident. I'm not going to be poisoned. Hell yeah. Fucking get your ass out of here. Bro, a Venomoth being head smashed by a Reptar, a Venomoth would literally be squished. Like, it would look like the roaches on a wall when I stomp on them. And yes, I stomp on walls. I kick walls. Deal with it. But yeah, and so like on the ride that I take, like I take that super fast dip, and then I like genuinely, it's a Scizor, right? So I gotta go back into Ozai for that one shot, and I take that dip, and it goes fast to the point where I lose control of the bike, but I have some control over it, you know. Like worst case scenario, I decelerate just the slightest amount. Oh fuck me! I decelerate just the slightest amount just so I can regain control, but for the most part, I don't really do that. The whole purpose of there's multiple purposes for why I do that, right? For why I embrace the danger of that hill the way that I do. I do it so that I can like practice remaining calm in a situation where most people would panic, because panic and fear in many different cases in life are like, they serve no beneficial purpose to us. Obviously, fear is an existing emotion for a reason. It is very beneficial. You are so fantastically strong! You kicked me in my croissant! It exists for a reason, but I do it because being level-headed in a situation where everybody is panicking is the only way to really do things, because being level-headed will let you clearly see what everybody else is failing to see, and it'll let you take a better course of action henceforth. So there's that. Embracing the fact, or like just making sure that I never become afraid of those downhills, because at one point, I don't think I was ever afraid. I was just really unsure about it because, you know, I'm an unexperienced biker. but there's that. And then there's also like taking control of a situation. So in the situation where the bike is going so incredibly fast that I feel like I'm losing control, how do I regain control of that bike within a split second? And how do I guide myself back down to the road of safety? You know, how do I do all of that? And then there's also the final reason being, I really love, because it's not just a hill. Immediately at the bottom of the hill, when the road flattens again, it goes left, and I love making that fucking turn. It makes me feel like I'm on a dual runner and shit. So I love doing that.
I'm so glad to see you.
You're not very easy to track down.
My grandma told me about what took place in Celestic Town. Thanks for what you did in the ruins. But that Team Galactic, I thought they were just an eccentric bunch of freaks. You know, talking about how they're going to make a new universe and all. And that weird way they dress too. I thought they were harmless. It appears as if though they're a lot more trouble than I thought. I mean, stealing and hoarding Pokemon? That's just plain wrong. By the way, did you find the ruins interesting at all? If you did, you may want to visit the library in Canalave City. They have some ancient books that you might find interesting. It may also be of help to the completion of your Pokédex. I think you ought to go there. Okay, bye-bye for now. Alright, and with that, first of all, I'm gonna make sure that I fucking save. Second of all, I'm gonna save in the save slot just to double make sure that I fucking save. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. We at HomeBoiz truly are trying to work on our consistency again. We're just really backed up at the moment, so please forgive us, especially with school starting like next week. But thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like, share, commenting is really important to us. And we'll see you guys next time. Later, people.